Hello, folks. Hope your week has been going well. This week's focus was on widening our digital competencies for effective collaboration and communication of our work to others. So we looked at identifying appropriate digital tools and platforms for collaborative research, strategies to manage conflict and prevent online harassment in digital research environments, practical measures to maintain data security and to protect your digital footprint, and effective workflows such as version control and file sharing practices for collaborative research. I found this week's discussion particularly interesting because it contained a range of examples of experiences of collaboration and helpful digital tools, including tools and strategies that have helped improve communication and teamwork in a range of project types. For example, Rebecca talked about the workflows they implement to create separation or to bring information together between and across work, research, and study spheres as needed. Penelope shares working practices from international research groups, along with their personal workflow practices that make working in this way more sustainable. And Arkana highlighted some practical strategies they've used to address two very specific challenges encountered while working in digital research teams. Taken together, these examples are valuable because they demonstrate engagement and reflection and application of the learning material to very specific strategies, practices, and workflows within clearly explained contexts. And this is just a small selection of some of the fantastic insights being shared, so I encourage you to jump in and take a look. So that was our focus this week, but of course, we're all working through the module at our own pace. For this reason, it's well worth going back to revisit previous week's material to see what's changed. From your side, as you've learned more, and as more people share their reflection across our discussion threads. For example, there are now 52 comments in the Week 2 discussion, which invited you to share sources of learning that you had identified in relation to various aspects of your digital competencies. This thread is now full of websites, people, podcasts, YouTube channels, training courses, books, and workflows, representing a rich source of insight for us all. Looking ahead, in next week's workbook activity, we invite you to bring together all that you've observed and learned over the past 5 weeks. I do encourage you to reflect on this as simply a moment, just a snapshot in the ongoing story of developing your digital competencies. If you're concerned about not having kept up with all the content and exercises, perhaps just try to suspend that voice in your head and play with this thought instead. What if you were exactly where you needed to be in your development right now? What would that feel like? And what would your next steps be? I'll leave it there. Have a great weekend.